Greetings, y'all. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes because I'm not gonna be on here alone. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with two great singers. So I'm just gonna wait a few minutes, see if I get my notification. Here it is. So I hope that everyone is doing okay today. This won't be a messy live like my other lives. So, Mama, if you watching, it's safe for you to watch this today. I almost called my sister name. Little sister, if you watching this is a safe one. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with uh, everybody's blaming Anita Baker. If y'all come in, please hit the like button. Drop down and talk to me. Y'all gonna have to tell me. And I normally don't do celebrity news because I'm not one of those people. Sometimes people act like they just know all about the celebrities, like they live with them, like the celebrities call them every day and update them. I'm just not into celebrity stuff like that. Not that deep. But I do wonder what's going on with this, and it just seems like everybody's kind of taking sides with Babyface over Anita, and they're bringing up Anita's hard to work with, and Luther Vandross said that she was hard to work with. I swear y'all act like y'all know these folks personally, but I don't be knowing these celebrities. But anyway, so what's going on? What's going on? What am I rambling about today? So let me go. Hey, Ray Black, thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in and thank you for dropping down. I don't expect to get too many numbers on this because everybody's talking about this. So what am I talking about? For those of you who do not know, which most of you do know, but Anita Baker, she went back after she retired twice, I think. She went back and said, "Hey, I'm gonna do another tour. This is the last tour of the last tour of the last tour." And she's been touring. She started out in Las Vegas, and then she moved her way over. Somehow and somewhere in all of this, Babyface joined the tour. I didn't even know that Babyface joined her tour. I thought he was out on tour with Fantasia. Babyface on tour with New Edition. Babyface on tour with Kenny Lattimore, honey. Babyface on tour with everybody. Anyway, so but he was bumped from the tour. So it says Anita Baker announced that Babyface will no longer, this is from Rolling Stone, y'all. This is the article I'm reading. Anita Baker announced that Babyface will no longer provide support on the rest of her North American tour after sparring with some of the songwriters, producers, fans on Twitter. If I was a celebrity, I would stay off social media, I swear to Bob. On Tuesday, January 13th, Baker tweeted, after silently enduring cyberbullying, and who out here bullying this 60-something-year-old woman? Really? Really, y'all? Enduring bullying, verbal abuse, and threats and violence from the fan base, our special guest support act, in the interest of personal safety, I will continue the songstress tour alone. Appropriate refunds will be made. She said, if you want your money back, you can get it back, baby. It ain't no problem. No thing. And she tweeted that a rep from Baker did not immediately return Rolling Stone's request for comment. And so in response, Babyface said, I am saddened by the news that Anita has decided to remove me from the songstress tour. Babyface said in a statement to Rolling Stone, it is unfortunate, disheartening to see how things have played out in social media. Social media can be great, but it can also be awful. Y'all getting in stuff that ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Okay, anyway. Well, I was looking forward to the rest of the dates. I have nothing but love and respect for Anita, and I wish her the best in the remainder of the tour. Let me see if y'all saying anything. Let me see if y'all saying anything in the chat, because I'm reading the article, so I can't see both at the same time. Hey, Joanna. Joanna, you got a plane to catch or a boat to catch, don't you? Y'all meaning nobody knows what happened. Hell, we don't know Babyface's real personality. True that. Yamini. True that. So let me continue reading the article. So that's what Babyface said in return, in response. So it seems like, and I could be wrong, that it's coming across like Oh, well, let me keep reading the article. The news that came after Baker spent much of the past 2 days arguing with Babyface fans on social media, taking a few shots at Babyface as well, with the drama dating back to a show in May at the Prudential Center in New York, New Jersey, according to reports at the time. There were technical issues which delayed the show by a couple of hours. Now, see, we don't like to be waiting. We don't like to be waiting, and that'll make folks get on social media and say some stuff. When everything was ready to go, it was decided that Babyface set would be called off. Oh, so that Baker would have enough time to perform her headlining set. Despite this occurring more than a month ago, some hard feelings clearly still lingered. See, y'all gonna ruin all of Babyface appearances because of this one technical issue. This is, it was way past time for the headline performer to be on stage. I have no contract with Support Act. Not my call. I did what I was contracted to do. And see, you have a few folks. I do just a little bit. I dabble my feet in promotions, but on a lower level. But when you have a venue, you have promoters, and all these people that's contracted involved. If something happened, like I think whoever was having the technical issues, whoever thought that was, should have refunded some. I don't know. I don't know how you handle that. You know, if the headliner is Anita Baker, and folks buy an Anita Baker ticket, and on the Anita Baker ticket is special guest or opening act. If that opening act don't share, should they give back refunds? And it's like they don't know till the day of the show because it's delayed. What do you do in a case like that? But anyway, that's so this pretty much tells where all this starts from. So it sounds like to me, y'all can correct me in the comments or even in the after comments. So it sounds like the issue was back in May they had a show. There were some technical issues that delayed the show by 2 hours. So instead of, the show's supposed to start at 7, the show don't start till 9. We're going to just remove the the opening act and bring on the headliner. And people missed Babyface and they were upset about that. So they took to social media and started talking trash. Anita Baker, instead of letting her people handle it, she read it, got offended. I'm going to take Babyface off. Of the delay in the decision to nix Babyface set in New York, Baker said, it was way past the time for the headliner performer to be on stage. I have no contract with the Supporter Act. It wasn't my call. Baker appeared to blame for delay, saying his equipment was on stage for hours. Oh, she seems to be saying that it was Babyface, that his equipment was up there for hours. Why did they not perform? Anita did nothing to prevent their live track performance. Other people, tech issue. She also earned money of Babyface fans by repeatedly referring to him as the Support Act. Oh, he was a Support Act. It was her show. It's her show. Anita Baker's a bigger name than Babyface. I mean, some of y'all may like Babyface more. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. The songstress tour, but also a wild way to refer to one of the most accomplished songwriters and producers in pop history. People love themselves some Babyface. Babyface have written a lot of stuff that we enjoy. So let me see what y'all saying in the comments, if anything. Hey, Kiana H. Who else came in? I appreciate y'all support. I really do. Maybe Anita had good reason. Well, it sounds like she said that his equipment was out there for the longest, like out on stage, and because of some technical issues that he was having. Because keep in mind, with a lot of these concerts, they don't share bands, and they don't share sound people, and they don't share tech people. You come with your own stuff. And if hey, Cloud Broke, thank you for coming in. Moderators, I appreciate y'all. So if Callie Poppin'. So if he had his stuff on stage for 2 hours and his people delayed the concert and the concert promoter and the venue made a decision that had nothing to do with Anita to say, okay, we're not going to go with Babyface because we already delayed 2 hours. We're just going to move the show. Then folks jump on social media blaming Anita and saying, going back and forth with her. then I can see where she get upset and say, look, I'm just going to do this thing by myself going forward. It's just a whole misunderstanding. Just Straight Nasty says, Babyface is an amazing artist and legend. Tony Baxter and Babyface make good music to get. I agree. I mean, I like Babyface. Listen, I don't reached out. Hey, D-Love, I don't reached out. Hey, Candy Cane, I don't reached out and rub Babyface down his... Oh, I shouldn't tell this. Now they're going to say I'm a show enough hoe. But anyway, I don't reached out and rub Babyface down his chest. He was doing this thing. I don't know where he still do it. But the last concert I went to, I think it was 2019 or 2018, somewhere around in there, where he would jump off that stage and go running around the arena or the Coliseum. And he messed around and came around there to my seats. And I dropped my phone to the floor to reach out so I can grab him, and the person beside me picked my phone up and started hitting photos of me grabbing Babyface. But anyway, I like Babyface. I like Babyface. But social media is going crazy over this. Like this one here says, this is sad. Hold on, let me make sure my thing is acting right. Yeah, he's amazing in concert, and he writes a lot of songs that we enjoy, even by other people. Says, this is sad. Anita Baker announces Babyface removed from Songstress tour after enduring threats and cyberbullying from his fans. She referred to Babyface as supporting act. Lord, Anita Baker, this is what this person say. Still beefing with Babyface. You know, folks are still saying, she don't seem like she's beefing with him, and he don't seem like he's beefing with her. This person right here says, somebody take Auntie phone, please. Anita Baker is wilding out on Twitter. Babyface has kept it quiet and classy with you. The personal attacks are unnecessary. This tweet is one of many coming from her. I don't know, y'all. Anita, you're making it harder and harder to defend you in spite of things about your alleged attitude over the years. So right here she writes, dearest one, you are not privy to contracts. Yes, Babyface is special guest support act on my tour. I don't see how that's in any way offensive. It's true. The false narrative of a co-headliner is creating unrealistic expectations and aggravation and aggression from his fans towards me. He should tell you guys the truth. I don't know whether it's necessarily his place to tell the people the truth, the fans the truth, but it's true. It's Anita Baker's tour. He joined the tour as a supporting act. I don't see what the issue with that is. Yeah, I don't see next room or cruiser cheated with Babyface. Listen, I wouldn't have no problem with that. I'm glad you said that. I need to share something. You know me. Don't be telling me nothing that gonna make me messy. But I just don't see the problem with saying that. I don't see the problem with saying that he's a supporting act, because it's true. He's joined her tour. That's not an insult. One of the things that this is kind of a side note. One of the things that kind of bothered me about Babyface. So he joined the New Edition tour. Who was on this tour? New Edition and Babyface and somebody else. Now, like I said before, Babyface wrote a lot of the songs that we know and we enjoy. That's by other artists, right? Now, I don't want to hear you sing what's the guy named Gill? What's the guy named sing with New Edition? Something Gill. Johnny Gill. I don't want you to sing Johnny Gill songs, Babyface. I do not. I know you wrote it. But you go in the tour and he's on the ticket. I want to hear Johnny Gill sing my. I don't want to hear you sing it, Babyface. That's my beef with you. I was upset about that. I was upset. He'll be singing the songs that we used to other folks. They put it on the track, but you wrote it. And then you get to the concert, you want to sing it, and you want to let them sing it. Now, that's some messed up stuff, Babyface. I ought to go on Twitter. Let me see what else y'all saying. Boy, he wrote quite the song for BBD. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he wrote a lot of songs. We're shooting for a $200 payout video. Listen, I sure am. Call that thing into existence. Call that thing. I got to tell you something, by the way. Clyde broke again because Mona reversed the payment back to the scroll. I got to tell you something, girl, later. I was trying to say together I never have my own Yeah. Thank you for coming in, just straight nasty. I don't want to hear Babyface sing Bobby Brown songs. Yeah, yeah. Let me see if I can. What other songs? Hold on, let me find out. Hold on, songs Babyface wrote by that other artists perform. And this ain't about that. This ain't a video about that. But that's just one of my beefs with Babyface. So yeah, he wrote "End of the Road." Babyface wrote "I Make Love to You" and "End of the Road" by Boys to Men. He wrote "Every Little Step" by Bobby Brown. Of course, we all know he wrote "Superwoman." Um, but have anybody else noticed that if he's in concert with somebody of the songs that he wrote, that he'll sing them rather than letting them sing them? Like my. He wrote that. But anyway, moving on. Anyway, I don't want to stay on that too long. But yeah, so Anita Baker said from here going forward, it's just her name gonna be on the ticket, and we ain't got to worry about that. Thank you for coming in, Purple Peach. How you doing, pretty lady? That pen game is unmatched, though. He can write some songs, and you always know what songs is his because of that signature sound in the beginning. That he put in all his songs. There's a signature sound. I don't think he has an intensive catalog of his own songs. I don't think that he... I think I'm reading that wrong, y'all, because y'all know I can't see sometimes. Oh, that he has it. He has a lot of songs that's his own. Speaking of Babyface, that he sang himself. But he wrote so many songs for so many other people. It might be as many songs he wrote for himself. Like Whip Appeal. That's one of my favorites. Who's Gonna Love You? Babyface got a lot of stuff. And when he used to be with Babyface, who was his partner back in the day? I forgot his partner's name. Hey, Sheila Hughes, thank you for coming in. Yeah, his catalog is massive. I agree, Purple Peach. Nita got flashback from having to give her husband half in the divorce. Everybody keep L.A. Reid. That's who I'm trying to think of. And L.A. Reid was married to that girl who sing y'all know I'm old. Look at me going way back. Mercedes girl. He was married to her for a long time. Their story is interesting. And she was the manager over TLC. I guess I do know more about celebrities than I thought, don't I? I'm always saying I don't know much about celebrities. Look at me. Pebbles. Yeah, he was married to Pebbles, and I thought Pebbles managed TLC. Hey, Joyce Goodwin, thank you for coming in. Mm-hmm. Now why y'all... Social media is hell. Why y'all getting other folks in it? Done pull Luther Vandross from out the land of the unlive to say, hey, it wasn't me. He's bringing up how his relationship with Anita. They should have never put a Luther Vandross on the ticket with Anita Baker. There's two people anyway. Dionne Warwick said, baby, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Y'all leave my name out of that. Because somebody said, hey, Dionne Warwick, can you squash this Babyface Anita beef for us, please? And she was like, leave me out of that. See, they should have left Auntie out of that. Yes, Dionne Warwick have her own issues with attitudes. But this is some of the tweets that's showing up. Anita Baker said, this is what happens when grown men from Babyface fan base threaten you, a 65-year-old woman, and ask him to help. You ask him to help stop the harassment. I think he should have maybe spoke up and say, hey, these are not my fans. I would have did something kind of indirect and said, none of my fans would ever speak to a seasoned lady like that. I would have said something like that to kind of throw a little shame out, to say, us telling people to stop it without telling people to stop it. Those certainly are not none of my fans that's talking to a lady like that. I think his Babyface could have said something like that, Anita Baker pops off on narcissistic Kenneth Babyface Edmonds and his fans. Kenny crazies are online bullies. And then Anita Baker said, a hit dog will holler. Here comes Massa the reverse racism card, and I can sing either successful anyway. Favor ain't fair. Somebody get Anita offline, please. Cause somebody go get somebody go get Aunt Nita, please. Cause she need to get off Twitter. Hey, Sing, I'm late, but I came on in here. I appreciate your support. Regina Myers, thank you for coming in. Keena H said, I hope Babyface and Anita Baker communicate directly because these fans cause a lot of problems. Yeah, I think that you could put a foot in it. I think that you could put a foot in it if they come out together and do, say we're cool with each other. We just wanted all that social media stuff to stop, and if they could squash it, because it don't sound like they have an issue with each other. It sounds like the issue is the fan. It's the same thing I was saying the other day. You remember the other day I did a live and I said it's not the content creators themselves. The content creators just giving what brings the number, what pays, what people watching, viewers want to see. Yeah, yes, I'm typing, y'all. Y'all know I be doing multiple things at one time, but it'd be the subscribers and the watchers who really, be going in and getting upset and things like that. And sometimes that goes along with the artist. They know how the business works. They know, I'm sure Babyface understands her. Like, look, I don't want this trouble. I don't want these issues. Let me just do this by myself. And then here comes the fans not really understanding the business side of it, and they're going personal and causing more problems than they have to be. And, had the fans shut their mouth in the first place, Babyface would have still been on the ticket. He would have still been on the ticket. Anita Baker has one of the worst track records of being a diva like Mariah Carey. They can't share billing. I heard Babyface can be pretty arrogant himself. I heard Babyface can be arrogant too. Exactly, Clybroke. Many of these subbies cause a lot of problems. Yes, listen, the subscribers, y'all. Clybroke says, chaos just like the beef sector. People toting and carrying bones. Yep. They even tried to a versus a negotiation with Anita, and she didn't think there was anything worthy of sharing the stage with. Well, that was her. I mean, she said, I'm not going to do it. The whole versus thing should have been fun, but even with that, the fans tried to make it into even with the gospel. John P. Key did one against Hezekiah. Now, John P. Key and Hezekiah back in the day, in the 90s, they threw them hands. Jay Wilson, you listen, you remember that? When John P. Key and Hezekiah, they were fighting like them West Coast, East Coast rappers, but in the church, and folks didn't know about it because it was in the church, but they were going at it, and the bands was going at it. There was a real rival between John P. Key, Pastor John P. Key, and Bishop Hezekiah Walker. Now, they weren't bishop and pastor back in the day, but there was a real one going on between them two. And of course, over the years, they matured, they grew up, and it ended. But even church folks, when they did their little verses, was trying to start some stuff, So, hey, Ronnie Q, thank you for coming in. Y'all check out Ronnie Q. She did a video earlier that this is what I like about Ronnie Q. I'm clout chasing here. No, I'm telling the truth, actually. Ronnie Q she's balanced. She's going to do one or the other. She's either going to start off with the beef sector stuff because we know her from the beef sector, and she's going to give that. But she's going to always give us some news that we can use, some real stuff, some real life stuff. You're going to get a balanced meal with Ronnie Q. So go check out Ronnie Q. Or either she's going to start with the balanced stuff, politics, what's going on in the news, what's important to us, and then go on to the beef sector stuff. Give you both. So we appreciate her. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to her and watch her channel. Let's support good stuff, y'all. Let's support good stuff. D Love, thank you for coming in. D Love said, yes, that's why I enjoy her. See, I got a witness. Candy Cane said, facts. I got a witness. Cruiser just gave Jacobs a church ramble flashback while while he's driving. Honey, y'all, listen, it be some stuff going on. Y'all know that the guy who, what song was that he sang? I Got a Reason. Y'all remember that song, I Got a Reason to Praise the Lord? When I was down and out, Jesus, you brought me out. Got a reason. The lead singer on that song, you remember there was a whole such situation going on when he was unlived in church folk got a lot of drama, y'all. A lot of drama. But yeah, there was a whole meet up. But my point in saying that was people always in the middle of starting stuff between business folks, celebrities, influencers, content creators, whatever it is always the people and not necessarily the two artists. Because even with those verses, with all those verses, people tried to put this person against this person, where the artist was like, look, I'm cool with them. We having a good time with this. We're gonna do this together and have a good time. This ain't no sing off. This, we're both great in our own rights. This is not a sing off. This is just entertaining people while the pandemic is going on. We can't do concerts. Because remember, those all of those came about because the pandemic, right? But my point is that it's usually the people watching, the viewers, that's the fans, that's keeping up all the drama all the time. Yeah, and I don't even watch them no more because it's a whole mess. See, Purple Peach, you were sitting on the good side of the church. See, what you got to do when you go in church, you got to sit in the front and you got to sit in the back. And sometimes you got to sit right there in the middle. You got to keep your eyes and your ears open or you're going to miss stuff. I remember that. I remember that John P. Key and his guys didn't get along at all. But they do now. I mean, they have no issues now. They even did a song together, a few songs together, and they cool now. But they were young boys when they first started out. They were young boys. But anyway. So y'all, I'm sure y'all seen all the tweets. That's my thoughts on it. Everybody's saying how difficult Anita Baker can be, and I'm sure she is. You talented. Anita Baker's talented. She got a great voice. Some people think she do. Some people think she don't. Most people think she do. And that comes with a few personalities flaws. But people are always quick to talk about how a woman may be hard to work with. But you got some arrogant male artists too. And I heard, and it could be wrong, but I heard that Babyface can be pretty arrogant. And I kind of believe it. Like I said, he, if you in concert with him and he wrote that song and he want to sing that song, instead of him letting you sing one of your greatest hits, he's going to sing it. So, I mean, that could be an issue. But we don't talk about that. But Miss Cruiser do. They were fun in the beginning. I stopped watching a while ago. Yeah. They got pretty thing. All right. Y'all know I cannot leave and not be messy. And I blame Clybro, because she the one that brought it up. Hey, 300. Y'all look at these y'all know we always got to leave with the benediction. Anybody need prayer before I leave? Anybody need prayer before I give the benediction? Okay. Made a little watch between me and thee while we're absent one for another. So as we leave, y'all know I always got to leave a closing song, and we're going to look at these handsome captains, because it's rumored. I just wanted to show a few of my captain friends, cruise captain friends, before I leave here. Just a few. And play this closing song. I hope y'all have a good day and a good weekend. If I don't come back, look, the way I've been around here every day, I'll probably be back. But if I don't be back, pray that y'all have a good weekend. Y'all be safe. There's a few things going on out here, viruses and stuff. So y'all continue to protect yourself. Here is the closing song.